Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Aditi, and in this video today we're gonna talk about something a little bit different from what I usually talk about. Sometimes you look at certain people and you think, how do they do this? How they have all managed? And what is something that they are doing different? The type, they walk into a room and everybody lets up and they can handle any awkward situation. Feels like they have all managed and everyone just seems to like them. For the longest time I used to think that it was a superpower that people are actually born with, but it is not something that they are born with, guys. I always thought that I'm always just going to be the person who is going to overthink on every small messages or every small situation. But recently I've picked up a book that I've seen almost recommended everywhere on the social media, and it was called How to Win Friends and Influence People. I'll be very honest, I thought that this book is going to be an outdated book because it was written almost 90 years ago. But I gave it a run and oh my god, it completely changed my perspective towards how I was thinking in certain situations. It made me realize that social skills are not just the superpowers or super thing that you're born with. It's just the small habits that you have to change and you can easily adapt to them. This book helped me so much with my interviews, with my preparation, and with the social meets that I used to have. It was such a game changer for me, and the day I finished this book I had to share it with you guys because I was so excited to tell you all the things that I've learned in this book and how it can actually help you. So here is my cheat sheet, guys, how to be good with people without being fake. Without a further ado, let's jump into it. So the first point is no complaint challenge. Okay, so let's start with the hardest pill to swallow. The first big lesson is don't criticize, condemn, or complain about anything. I know venting feels so good, ranting about things feels so good to your friends, but before I read this book, if someone say a teammate or a group mate or my friend, if actually they messed up something in a presentation or in a group project, I used to call them out and I used to talk about their mistakes and I used to tell them that, hey, you did this wrong. I would think about that, why are they so unorganized? Why would they say that? How can they do that? I have all these questions in my mind all the time. But this book actually explains that criticism never works. It put the other person in a defensive mode. They don't think, oh, Aditi is right, I should change myself. They don't do that. Instead, they think that why is she attacking me? And they start to dig their heels in. So I picked up a new approach. Recently, someone actually cancelled their plans last minute with me, and I used to be very aggressive about it. I used to just write long passive text to them or be cold towards them. But instead what I did was I asked them, hey, is everything okay? Just let me know when you're free, we can reschedule it again. You see the difference? That's how you actually make the change. And you know the response? They were actually relieved and grateful, and we actually planned out to meet sooner than we were expecting. If you want people to like you, stop trying to fix them with criticism. Instead, try to understand them. Now the second point is the spotlight effect. The second thing that I learned is the secret of being interesting. And you know what's funny? Because the secret is don't try to be interesting. I used to think to impress people, you need to talk about yourself. You have to be the main character. You have to talk about your hobbies, the things that you like, and just only about you. But you know what the book says? It says that you can make more friends in 2 months by being interested in other people than trying to make them interested in you in 2 years. Humans are social animals. They love to talk. They just love to talk about themselves, and it actually gives them kick to even start the conversation. So now whenever I see that the conversation is going boring or the other person is awkward to start the conversation, I just ask them that how you got into this hobby or what actually made you started this hobby. I recently went to a family function with my parents, and you know what happened? There was this person I was talking to and I was just listening. I did nothing. I was just listening to them, whatever they were saying. And after the function ended, they spoke to my friend, and you know what they said? They said that Aditi is such a good conversationalist. She listened to each and everything that I said and she was so interested in my conversation. You know, I did nothing. I actually did nothing. I just listened to them and it made them feel heard and seen. So take the spotlight of yourself and shine it on them, and then see the magic, how things change. The third most important rule is the magic sound. It is one of the easiest ways, but we often forget about it. Remember people's names. You know, the book says that calling someone by their names is the most sweetest thing that you can actually do to them. Have you ever gone to the coffee shop where barista remembers your name? You feel special, right? You feel seen. So I'm trying to change my approach. Whenever I see someone, I just don't say hi. Instead, I say hi Rohan. So whenever I meet someone, I try to remember their name to make them feel special. It actually shows that you care enough to remember. In a world full of distractions, this is actually a superpower. This caring thing is actually a superpower. The fourth most important rule is the argument trap. Okay, so this one actually saved a lot of my mental health because I never invested my energy in having fights. Earlier, I used to love debates. I used to love talking about topics, the hot topics, the gossips, movies, or whatever that is going in the country right now. I used to talk about all the time. Or maybe whose turn it is to clean the dishes or to clean the house. I just always wanted to be right. But you know what? Kanye points out something very brutal, that you can never win an argument. Never. Which means if you lose, you lose. But if you win, you actually prove the other person that they are stupid. You've actually hurt their pride. You might have won the argument, but you actually lost the relationship with them, which actually leaves a mark for a very longer period of time. They aren't going to say, oh my god, you're so smart, you're always right. Instead, they are going to resent you. So what I do is I just try to avoid the trivial conversations or the conversations that can actually heat up. If I don't agree with someone about something, I just let it go. I just say that is a new perspective, to be honest. And I simply just move on. I'd rather choose to be happy than right. Last but not the least, this is my personal favorite. So let's come to the fifth point, which is how to give the feedback without being mean. What if you have to correct someone while leading a team? What if you have to tell something awkward to your friend? How would you do that without being mean to them? So the book suggests the sandwich method, or starting with a praise. Imagine a dentist is about to drill in your tooth. Well, they give you Novocaine, right? It doesn't stop the drilling, but it does stop the pain, right? So here, praising someone is actually a Novocaine, which means if you're about to start a conversation or giving a feedback to someone, instead of going about the bad things, start with praising them. For example, if you are to tell a junior to fix a report, you don't just say that this is wrong, don't do it, make it correct. Instead, say them that I can see the efforts that you have put into this and I really like the structure that you're doing, but I think just few more tweaks can be done and then it's going to be perfect. See the difference? It makes people want to improve rather than making them feel like a failure, right? So that is my summary, guys. That was all that I read in a book and I gave you a small gist of it and things that I've learned from it. Honestly, when I first started applying these tips, I thought that I'm hacking something, but actually it's nothing. It's no manipulation. It's just how you are actually showing empathy towards people. You know, everybody is fighting their own battles. Everyone wants to be appreciated. Everyone wants to feel heard and seen. And you can actually just get one step closer towards them by applying these simple things in your life. When you give the appreciation, when you appreciate someone for their work, you win in this situation. But before we end this video, I would want you guys to accept one challenge, which is that no complain, no criticize, no something bad talking about anyone for at least 24 hours. At least one day that you can do it, right? Do not complain, do not criticize even a single person for just 24 hours. I know it sounds difficult, but once you start doing it, it gets easier. And it is going to be difficult for the very first day. But guys, this is actually one step closer to where you want to go, right? This is something that you want to achieve. So start yourself with this very, very small task. Just try to be that no criticizing, no complaining person for 24 hours. Not in your head, not to your friends, not even on Twitter or Instagram, no on social media. So just keep it to yourself and just try to improve. Just allow yourself not to have the bad thoughts or complaints about anyone. If you try this, let me know in the comment how it went. It actually is difficult than you think. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and do press the bell icon and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. And for more future videos, stay connected with me. Until then, keep learning, keep hustling. You got this. And if you're watching my video, you're already one step closer, my friend. Until then, see you in the next one. Bye bye.